You are listening to the Wear, Wag, Repeat podcast. I'm your host, Tori Mystic. Today, I have a new episode of my series, The Short Leash. This is my podcast series that are episodes 10 minutes or less designed to reel you back in to focus on growing your pet business online. And today I want to share with you a little analogy. I love analogies, guys. If you've been listening to this podcast or part of my world for a while, you know that I always have ridiculous analogies. So this is one that I was lying in bed way too early this morning in the dark, and this just popped into my head. And it's how blogging is a little bit like food allergies. Okay, bear with me here. So a couple of years ago, I discovered that I am allergic to kiwis. I had been eating kiwis for years. They're really high in vitamin C. I think they're fun to eat. I like the taste of like the little seeds and everything. But every time I ate a kiwi, I felt like I had 1,000 tiny little knife cuts on my tongue. And it wasn't until a couple of years ago that someone shared with me some useful information that it didn't have to be that way. That it didn't have to be that uncomfortable and painful and difficult, that maybe I was, not that I was doing it wrong, but that perhaps I had a food allergy and an intolerance for kiwis. And I did a little bit of research online, and I learned that, yes, I do have an intolerance for kiwis, and I was making things hard on myself unnecessarily. I was putting myself through unnecessary pain. So here's why I think this relates to blogging. Last week, or maybe a couple weeks ago, I posted in the Wear, Wag, Repeat Labs Facebook group. That's our free Facebook group for women in the pet industry. And I asked everyone to share their latest blog post that they have written. And I don't know, maybe 10 or 15 people shared their blog posts. And I clicked through and I read every single one of them. And what I noticed is that a lot of people just don't know any better. And, one of my favorite quotes is, when you know better, you do better. When I knew better to stop eating kiwis, my life was better. And I think that a lot of petpreneurs out there, if they knew better about how to make blogging more effective, more efficient, more helpful to their readers, they would get much better results out of them. So a couple of things that I noticed is that people had really great blog posts with great information, but they were missing certain elements to help people discover them. So a few of those things would be like a good, strong keyword in the title of the blog post. Some people had really cool, fun, creative titles. And unfortunately, you don't really want a fun, cool, creative title if you want someone to discover your blog post through search or through Pinterest or something like that. So putting a keyword in the title would make a huge impact. A lot of people also were missing headings in the body of their blog posts. This is another really important place to break up your content, tell Google and tell the human beings reading your blog post what it's about, what each section is about. It's how you break it up, kind of like little titles of each like little chapter in your blog post. And the third thing I noticed was that a lot of people had very long paragraphs. This makes it hard to read, and it makes it kind of more enticing to click out and go back and look for a different result, because nobody really likes to read a huge chunk of text. So we want to try and use some formatting elements like bold text, bullet points, numbered list, headings, and short paragraphs to make blog posts easier to read. Now, I am hosting a blogging challenge. It's starting next week. Tuesday, September 3rd is our kickoff and our goal setting call. And I'm inviting everyone who's listening to this to come and participate. It is happening inside of Wear, Wag, Repeat Society. So if you're already a member, good news, you are already automatically part of the challenge. If you're not a member of Wear, Wag, Repeat Society, you can go to wearwagrepeat.com/society and sign up for the month of September. I have weekly co-working calls planned for us. I'm going to be sharing extra bonus lessons. We're going to be doing some keyword research together. Of course, we have our monthly hot seats call, and there's going to be weekly prizes for people who are hitting their goals. Now, what does your goal have to be for this blogging challenge? You don't have to blog every single day. You don't have to blog 5 times a week. If you want to, that's great. But setting a goal of writing 1 good blog post per month is a totally acceptable goal. And I was just messaging with a member about that last night. So I highly encourage you to get involved in this blogging challenge. I am going to teach you how to write effective blog posts so that it's not a painful experience like it is for me when I eat a kiwi. I want to show you how to make blogging easy and effective and how to use it to get people to find your website and to find your pet business so that you can basically make money in your sleep. So again, it's happening in September inside of Wear, Wag, Repeat Society. You can join. It's very affordable. I think it's the most affordable pet business membership there is out there that I've ever seen. So go to wearwagrepeat.com/society. Now, one little thing, if you're thinking, I have too much on my plate, Tori, I'm too busy, I got too much going on. Girl, don't we all? But it is very important that you commit to doing something like this. Blogging is going to benefit you so much more in the long run than creating a new reel or something like that. Blog posts are here for the long run. I have blog posts that are 10 years old that people are still discovering through search. So I highly encourage you to get involved with this. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. Otherwise, I hope to see you in there. Have a great day.